Hello, everybody. Happy weekend. That's right. It's Sunday, and man, oh man, I hope everybody's feeling well and good. Certainly would seem that our COVID is coming back, but um, got boosted. I went through all that, so I am good to go. I hope you are too. Stay safe. Keep your loved ones safe, especially if they're a little bit older or have the obvious risk factors we all know about. So, guys, do awesome. Let's have a awesome holiday Christmas. And we need to get into this world, right? While we're chatting here, I'm Hambbage. I don't even introduce myself. For those of you guys who don't know, I like playing hardcore vanilla Minecraft, and that's what we're going to do again today. What did we do last time? Well, in the last episode, we finished retrofitting out our gear and our supplies, got everything tidied up and cleaned up a little bit. One of the things we were a bit low on was cobblestone. So for the rest of the episode yesterday, we kind of goofed around in our basement, explored an abandoned mine shaft that's kind of connected into our world there, and just kind of did some of those necessary type activities. I think again, I don't have the next couple days. I don't have a whole lot of rhyme or reason going on. We're just playing the game as it comes up without really taking on massive projects. When we get back from the holidays, I'm going to be traveling. I don't know, up to the like before New Year's. I will be back and probably doing some actual quote unquote live YouTube um, on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, that kind of stuff. But until that, barring travel delays or anything like that, but until that point, um, in a couple days, we're going to switch over to a holiday format. Pre-recorded episodes. I've already got them all ready for you guys. I hope you enjoy them. Let me know if you did. Likes and comments are always appreciated, but we are going to be at that point switching over into all the various projects and things that feed into how did we get here. And I haven't, I've talked about a lot of those components, but I haven't really come up with a big plan or anything like that. And some of it will continue to be fairly loose. So, what do we want to do here, guys? We have basement stuff. I would like to get that done. You know what? While we're thinking here, we may fight a dragon, but I don't think we're gonna do a full dragon fight episode. I thought about it like, okay, we've got all those tiers. We can make the crystals and go fight the dragons. We may do one just to mix it up, but I would really, I think, like to just keep this from being too Swiss cheesy. Not that I'm concerned in that specific sense, but it's a little risky. We did a pretty good job of torching this up. I don't think we're going to have any problems with mobs down in here, especially with the new light requirements, but just having lots of little blocks and stuff like that where you can't clearly see doesn't leave me with a warm and fuzzy feeling, let's put it that way. So we'll just kind of quickly here plod through some of this. What I'd really like to do, honestly, is come up with a reason to use up some of my tools. Oh, here's what we may use some of this space for, actually, because I really didn't have a purpose. But we do want to go down into the depths below our base as well. And maybe what we'll do is set up elevator system over here. You guys think about that? Trying to think what I think about that. A little quiet as we go here. Well, whatever we do, it's going to be awesome. That's right. We are just ramping up. So, how's everybody's? I'm assuming. I was talking to a couple friends last night that work more traditional jobs and stuff. I think Most people, it's like, yeah, like Tuesday of next week, I'm wrapping up. Um, but I know a lot of kids are now on full on break after this weekend. I know some aren't. um, and I'm curious how it is where you live. I know we got a lot of folks scattered around the world. Are you in a place where Christmas is a big deal, or are you in a place where it's really not? Maybe a religious minority where you live. So either here it's such a state holiday too, right? Christmas is by far it's huge business. It's the biggest holiday season of the year for it's why it's the holidays, right? Um, so here in America, there's a vested interest. Whatever your faith is, um, if you're a politician in particular, there's people whose lives depend on Christmas being a deal. Like, and whether we want to acknowledge the religious side of the holiday or not, some people get quite upset. The whole killing Christmas thing where it's some kind of scary conspiracy to get rid of it. I would hope that's not anybody's intent, right? At least, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is my perspective, but I grew up in a Christian family, and um, I've always looked for a little deeper meaning in Christmas than just Santa and presents and the materialism thing. And I think that's important for everybody, right? Whether you are looking at this as Jesus's birthday or whether it's honestly just a chance to watch some movie, a growing list of movies and music options and stuff like that. Go shopping and kind of just get through the long days of winter. You gotta. If you want to have any more meaning to it, and as you get older, I think we all naturally do this. You've got to look to the fact that you're spending time with family. The whatever whether you're actively celebrating Christmas or not, the world around you slows down, right? I know I'm kind of messing the whole opportunity to get more cobble here, but I don't want to get into the whole switching tools and all that stuff. This is our level? Oh man. See, this is when it gets a bit messy. So these go, which kind of means that this should go. Right? Just floating out there. And I talked about, I don't know, was it yesterday? Seriously, I talk about the world slowing down, but anybody else feeling the like non-stop frantic, just go, 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 go? Totally me. Had a friend in who moved from out of town and was back for a couple days right before the holidays. Couldn't be here on the holidays themselves, which is nice for me because I can't be here either. So a bunch of friends got together, a couple kids, they were all frustrated, bored at the adults is so lame, all that, like they're seriously like they're friends, and they're both like, can't we just wear headphones and listen to what we want to listen to? Because they know that we would all comment on on whatever it was they were trying to watch. They're like, can we just wear headphones, not listen to you guys? I'm like, no, you guys are friends. Go play together, do something. You don't get to see each other that often, and I think as kids you always lose sight of that, right? You don't appreciate, and I say you, I think most of us, from what I can tell, at least a lot of us are older folks here, more of the parent than the kid age. But if you do happen to be younger and are watching this, you can't know how hard the adults in your life work to try to coordinate opportunities for you to see people that are distant. And I remember it too. When I was a kid at Christmas Eve, we had, it's like in our family, um, Christmas Eve was a more formal event. When I was a kid, I was in choir pretty much up until the old voice change, and then that was done. Um, which I think is true for a lot of folks. And all of us would go to or had these, like the Christmas Eve services. And as you got a little bit older, those became like a midnight. I don't think it was quite a midnight. I think it got out at midnight, right? It was like the night service, but it was a little less family oriented. I think we did communion and all that kind of stuff, but it was kind of music. The older kids choir, so not like the little kids, like oh yeah, singing jingle bells and that kind of stuff. We were the actual youth, as opposed to the adult choir that sang pretty much every Sunday and provided the music for the services. We were the better of the youth choir and probably did like once a month or something like that. I don't remember. It's a long time ago now for me. But this Christmas Eve deal was one, and I don't know how many of you even have a background in religion of any kind, or if it tied into Christmas or the holidays in that sense. But um, it was a pretty cool experience. You go in, and then it was a smaller, a little bit more casual, and we do it after Christmas dinner and everything, right? It started at like I think he tried to get there at like 10:30 to get in and get a seat in the sanctuary, and then be more music and that kind of stuff. And there would be communion, and at the end, uh, everybody would light an individual candle off what they call the Christ or Christmas candle. And I think I'm guessing most folks, even if you don't have a church background or anything, are familiar with the concept of an Advent wreath, not a calendar. Um, Advent calendar kind of does the whole countdown to Christmas thing. Well, in churches and a lot of people in family homes do wreaths as well, and they have four candles around the outside that count towards a count down the Sundays going into Christmas, and those are the Advent Sundays. That's where the whole Advent calendar thing it came from. And they basically, with 4 weeks, they usually just fit into December, depending on when Christmas falls. I don't know if it can ever be the end of November. Anyway, I'm totally off on a tangent. So every Sunday leading up to it to Christmas for 4 Sundays, you light these purple. It's usually like 3 purple candles, and then a pink candle for the last Sunday before, I think, and then a white candle for the Christmas or Christ candle. And in my church, that was like a big, like 3 foot tall, just straight white candle. But it once it gets lit, and they kind of build a bigger Advent wreath around the old one as they're going, right? Because it's a church, so you keep the Christ candle lit whenever there's a service. It's not like the unknown soldier tomb or anything like that. It's not an eternal flame. Nobody's too worried, and they put it out between services so church doesn't burn down and all that. But if there's a service, it's lit, and a lot of kids may have remembered being acolytes. If you were, my church didn't have those, but my cousins certainly were acolytes at their church, so familiar with that. Where you are it's kind of like a choir, but you go through learning the liturgy, or the kind of the order of the services when things happen, and when they're done, and then those kids light the candles, and they're kind of a part of the team, if you will, whatever, the ministers and all that. So anyway, um, this Christ candle has been burning down all year. In every service, it gets lit throughout that year, and it's due for a recharge. So when Christmas Eve comes, then they have the four Advent candles going at the beginning of the service, and they light uh, the Christmas candle, or Christ candle, from that one. And with the later evening services that we had, oh man, we got stove mixed in now. That's here. Oh, I'm like so focused on the uh, boxes. I didn't even look at the how full the chest was. All right, got her in there. This one's gonna be tough, but whoa, loud muffler outside. Not like intentionally sounding either. Kind of sick sounding. All right, there's those. So was I saying? Oh yeah, we for us, Christmas Eve was more formal. We would have, kind of the whole traditional um, Christmas dinner kind of stuff, and we would, kind of wear whatever clothes we were going to be wearing for church later that day or night usually, and then we had in uh, other people to that deal, and it was one of my mom's best friends, and her three kids, and my cousins and I were so close that it was kind of like, oh yeah, we gotta have these others. We kind of have to be on better behavior, and all that. But we had some of the just greatest memories from those parties, and of course, my mom, and as adults, they understood that, like, that family didn't have any other close family around. I don't know at the time if my mom's friends' parents had passed away, but they grown up as these are like her childhood best friends, gone to school all the way through and all that kind of stuff, and um, spent summers together, whatever. So I don't know what all that the older generation of their family was. All I know is they didn't have family around. So Christmas Eve was my mom's particular chance to kind of share the holiday spirit and all that with others. You know, and I think as adult, we as little kids would be like, all right, we'd have some like cheese and crackers, that kind of, a little fancier than that on Christmas Eve, but something, and that would kind of be where the adults gathered, and they'd have a glass of wine or whatever, and as soon as we'd said hello to everybody and all that, as quick as we could, we'd be like, can we go play, and run around and dishevel all our dressed up clothes and all that, so that we'd look, and as years went by, this changed a little bit, but yeah, just some fun, wild memories. But I always remember, it took some warming up, but we always had a great time. It was like, oh, okay, we gotta get to know these people that we see like twice a year, kind of stuff. But they really did kind of become long, fast friends. Now, since I haven't lived back home, air quotes, in the Midwest in all my adult life, and I think most of those friend family kids have all moved away. Frankly, all but one, my sister and I, and all but one of my cousins have all moved away from where we grew up too. So we're all pretty scattered now. Um, But that was kind of the deal. Christmas Eve was a nicer, kind of more formal meal, and we'd all get dressed up, and then would kind of wrap it up so that we could get to this later evening Christmas service, and that I kept it from getting super late or anything like that, and we'd kind of, I remember, kind of starting the tradition when I was a little younger than you would have probably expected of helping my mom do the dishes, because this was like there were 10 people between my grandparents and my cousins and my aunts and uncles and all that, and my family, just in our family, and then it was another family of 5, so 15 people if there was nobody else for that, just, oh hey, somebody else is coming along, for that meal. So that's a big, for a formal-ish kind of dinner. That's a lot of stuff, and my mom hosted Christmas Eve and Christmas Day then just with our immediate family. So this is like, the full-on frantic, and I was probably still in either junior high or beginning of high school when I think we were all put to use, but I kind of began this deal of helping my mom with the dishes on Christmas Eve when everybody else was kind of, and it persisted through like high school and college because I never did my wrapping on time. And so I would have all these gifts to wrap, and I'd kind of hang out with my mom, helping her get everything done. And, we were going to Santa, air quotes, as appropriate, until we kind of aged out of it, was between my mom and my dad and me and my sister, right? So we'd wake up and there'd be Santa stuff downstairs. And then my cousins would come over probably like 10 in the morning or so, and we'd do a big kind of brunchy breakfast, but like, with some of the Scandinavian Christmas pastry type stuff. I've said many times, my dad is English, so a lot of the English stuff came out the Christmas Eve, right? We would do either a trifle or a plum pudding, some of those kinds of things on Christmas Eve night, and then some of just our traditional family favorites and stuff on Christmas Day, because my mom had already done one big dinner party, and so it was kind of low key. So she would do the kind of the breakfast the next day, and that was just like basically in your jammies. Not quite to that. You'd still kind of try to look nice and presentable. Usually encouraged strongly by parents. Like, no, you're not wearing that. You gotta wear a little more than sweatpants to Christmas morning. But that was when we did our family gift exchange after that. So it kind of was through the midday, like lunchtime, and we'd have the Christmas cookies and all that through that day, and then at some point, all done in, we would kind of wrap things up, and then later that night, my aunt would have us all over to her house for Christmas Day night or dinner, and she would cook, and we had traditional favorites there too, and she had one of those little, I don't know if you guys have seen these, it's like a little angel candle thing, small, but it's got like 4 candles on it. It's like a centerpiece thing for a table, and the angel or the candles heat little fan blades, and hanging from the fan blades are these little brass angels, right? And they fly as the hot air lifts and moves the fan blades around, go around in a circle, and they have little clappers, I guess. I mean, they're more like little bobby pin thickness kind of things hanging from their feet, and those ting little bells as they go around. And we used to just love that little decoration, because my aunt was like, we're not listening to that. Like, it only comes out on Christmas night. And then it got to where she was like, I will only light this at uh, dessert. And for those of you guys who are familiar with the Christmas Vacation movie, there's like a big wooden one when cousin Eddie is chatting with Clark in the living room. They're kind of they're having some eggnog or whatever, and cousin Eddie's telling about the yak woman and all that kind of stuff at the carnival, telling about the family, and he touches a wooden thing that's sitting on the table, and it has all these pieces, and he like touches it once, and the whole thing just explodes and falls apart. That's the same concept. There are wooden ones as well. My aunt was like, "Nah, those get scorched, and they don't have the bells. I don't think they're just decorative and kind of spin around." So she'd had these metal ones. Anyway, that was my Christmas Eve memory story, and why I think I can go back through and not tell you many things that I got when I was a kid. Some toys and things I remember having gotten, but I don't remember much. But I still remember the traditions that we built as a family, and who all was there. So that's why whether it's a religious experience for you or not, just getting together and taking the time to slow down and be with the people that you get a chance to be with is so important. And as it's a little late now, and this is not something because traditions are important. You got to pick your thing. You don't just tell your mom, "Oh, hey, a random person on the internet says that I have to have strangers into my house to make it a meaningful holiday." That's crazy. But if you're in a position, and if you know people that are appropriate, that you think you already know, it's not one of those times where you're like, "Oh, hey, I don't know you at all, but come share Christmas with us." And maybe the person is a perfect fit for that. I would feel a little intimidated by that. I think while I'm pretty comfortable in any environment, I don't want to intrude on somebody's holiday and all that. So last minute. But if I knew the people well, like I've said, I have a family in Colorado where I shared Thanksgiving with, and those people have known all along. If they've got other people there and want to share it with a tradition. And sometimes when I have been stuck in Colorado over Christmas, the like 2 times in my life where I haven't been with my own family, they've been nice enough to include me. It's some part of it or whatever, and that's a really nice thing to do. But it's also one of those things, having been on both sides of it, I do understand. Be delicate. You may think, "Oh, this is the best idea in the world." Um, this person will have a wonderful time, but they may not be right to accept that, or it may not feel the same way for them. And I just say understanding, when you are extending those invitations, because I've been on both sides. I did the Christmas with kind of my Colorado family quotes a few times, and finally I was like, you guys are awesome. I love hanging out with you guys, but nah, it actually makes it a little tougher seeing how you guys do these kind of things and knowing I'm not with my family. So it's up to the person that's kind of there, and it's up to the people having it. If it's a good fit, and certainly, be understanding. If they can only make it for a part of it or whatever, that or have to make an exit. Sometimes that kind of stuff, you take it in some doses, and everybody has different levels. But anyway, that's weird. Sorry, that's kind of random. Anyway, I'm getting in the Christmas spirit. I'm trying to focus on some of that kind of stuff because it has been frantic, like errand running and getting ready. It's weird. Here in Colorado, as you guys know, I'm kind of at my place. I don't have an office set schedule, that kind of stuff that I have to go abide by. And while I've enjoyed the kind of break, I hope this pandemic thing that they're talking about isn't going to blow back up. I don't really think in the United States it can. I don't think the populace is going to be like, we care at all if the numbers are going up. I personally do. I think if you're listening and you've got loved ones and that kind of stuff, do what's right by them, and um, go get your vaccines, get your boosters. Try to be mindful of all the stuff that we all had to learn to do, like, hand washing, sanitizer, masks. People are just like, yeah, the masks thing, I either am or am not. Um, sorry, kind of lost the train of thought there, but um, especially as it goes back up, it's at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing. And pick your battles, right? I don't wear a mask 100% of the time. Like, if I go into a convenience store or something like that, grocery store, as soon as I'm out the door and outside, my mask is off. And I'm not, not probably not the best idea, probably get away from the exit and all that. But I just, like, I'm good about, I do wear it anytime I go in the grocery store, anything like that. But I am also pretty quick to get it off. And some of the places I'm a little looser, right? Like restaurants and things like that. If I'm there anyway, and I'm meeting up with friends or whatever, and have decided to go into a pool. What am I doing wrong here? What is the end crystal? End crystal. Eyes. That's what we're forgetting. Oh, that's what we're going to do, guys. That was why we stopped the last time around. And, well, I think we were out of tears too. But I remember we used up all the blaze stuff. And we need blaze powder a lot for eyes, definitely, but for potions and all that kind of stuff. So that is a perfect thing to do. We'll go out and do some fighting. We will see how far we get. Weapons. I think I'm gonna try doing that and that. We should probably go grab some food. We'll pick these up. Oh, we were gonna. Did we cook cow? I think we did cook. What am I doing? We did cook cow, right? All right, here we go. Let's go upstairs, get beef, and then we're off. Oh, this is awesome. I totally had forgotten that we needed. I think we've got some. We could pull them out of the brewing stands because we stocked those pretty well with fuel. But that should do fine. All right, and this may spill over into the next episode because I think we're about halfway now. All right, so regular sword is going to be for our blazes, and we'll probably just spend a lot of time hanging out right on a spawner. But I'm sure many of you folks that are hanging out haven't seen it all. Not that this is a perfectly set up for Wither Skelly's environment, but it was our first one. And rather than emptying Nether, it's a good way I've found to manage a fortress and set it up for easily getting a bunch of skulls. So we'll see how we do if we can keep a tally. I think we have 6, so we've got a couple withers that we could spawn up and fight at some point as well. We've done 2, maybe? Or did we just do the 1? I know we went back there for something. Oh yeah, there's this little like windy path here. Right? Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. Then up here. Then over to these stairs. So long ago, as we said, last episode was 350. Oh, and speaking of which, we looked at the project book. I haven't looked in a while. We are at day 1367. Not too bad, huh? Minecraft days. And I'm totally with the doesn't matter, but I know some people have a curiosity. And since we did go through 350 days or episodes, roughly hour-long episodes on those, you know what I didn't think? This is not the best lighting for me. It is pretty bright. Can't do much about it, I don't think. Hang on one second. I'm not even gonna mute you. Ironically, I don't think that more light really helps, but I think it softens the glare back behind. We'll see. I really can't see much of anything, but you're why we're here, sir. All right, now we were over here, right? Don't get me too lost already. Am I lost already? Come on. Yeah, this is bad from the spontaneity side. What is this torch? Why did he not come in? I'm not gonna lie though, I did get a little scared. Oh, what? Oh, is that just the wither? I thought I got him. Why is my food already all out? Alright, I'm still very, very much lost. Okay, this is where it begins. So then this is how I get home. That's where I was turned around. And now I don't have any torches. Remember how all that confusion happened? When we were first getting going here. A little blaze rod. We got two. Oh, hold on. We don't want to look at that. Oh, and I don't need these anymore. Okay, so we got our skelly sword, our distant blaze, close-up blaze. Don't hit the pigman. Stop following him, dude. Now, does this one have a spawner? Yes. Maybe? No, that's not a spawner. It's just a blaze. Oh. I can't see. Did I... No rod for all that. Alright. Now what? No. Came this way. The pig was standing there. Did I break that? Of course I broke this one. So I have no spawners here. Part of that's okay, because you get enough group spawning of the blazes out here. All right, let's get to where we can have a party here. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, this is a better activity for like nighttime or cloudy days when all of your blinds aren't just like outlined at direct midwinter low angle sun. Then you can at least see the weather better. You guys probably have it awesome. I'll go back and look at this. Did you see all those wither skeletons standing around? No. No, I did not at the time. So this is kind of what I refer to as like a starter skelly base. It's just kind of using the contours of the fortress, knocking out interior spaces so that you have a large enough area that you can run from side to side. And we've got this. Oh, you can't. I didn't know you could. So you're just going to walk in circles? Come on, dude. It's hard enough to see already. Okay, that's an edge. I don't really want to kill any of them off to the side because then they might fall. And I feel like those edges totally invisible. I don't know what's there or not there. Well, there's a blaze rod. And then somewhere in here, oh, we got this level. Was this also where we harvested? Aw. Whoa. Is that the same guy? What's going on? Somebody still hitting me? Okay, this is a lot more challenging. A lot more challenging. Certainly smite swords don't have the same effect on the lava slimes, but they're kind of... Here, if I had to choose only just one, I would take the smite to be ready to go on the withered skellies. While the lava slime are probably more dangerous. Okay, that's not a drop off. That's good. I was kind of avoiding it like it was. Especially the big ones if they get you cornered at all. Oh. Being able to one-shot the wither skellies is nice. Whoa! Stop! Everybody just stop. Oh, so bad. Like, I have a sweatshirt on and the writing on it reflects back on the screen. And we only have 8. And you're going to walk right over there, aren't you? Jerk. Jerks. What are you doing? Did you just come from somewhere? Hey, look at this. So that's where we're up. It's nice to know I cut this little... There we go. Tougher to dodge. Oh, I don't have a gold helmet on, do I? Oh, did you have a change of heart there? Sorry, pal. changed your mind a little bit late. Again, I can't see at all, especially when they're on the screen. I can't see at all what lies beyond them. So now, if we've come all the way over this way, ooh, that's a drop off. Didn't we do, like we cleared out this, and then I think maybe we did some brick farming over there? Was that this section? Or was that a different, was that the other fortress? In our slow cooker world, now months and months ago, we had a nice system like this where we had basically a big circuit cut into a fortress and could do a loop all on one level. Stop! Oh my gosh, we are potentially in trouble. Oh my goodness, did you guys see how many there were? Woo-wee! Are they still coming? Oh, we can I had no idea there were that many until I went up the stairs. I was like, I want to get high ground on this one guy, and then we'll deal with the blazes. I didn't know there were like 6. That was kind of cowardly, but we were down to like 2 hearts. Again, terrible, short-sighted idea to come fight all these guys in the dark. Or in the dark environment when I'm in a bright room. I hear ya. Oh! And it makes the wither effect on the hearts even worse. No, never mind. I wonder if there's any blazes around. Fireball in the face. Yeah, pick your environment, guys. Oh, he still got me. Really? I dodged. I dodged. Hole there. Those are stairs. Oh, big hole. Just glare in my face. Wait, we got Uskull. 12, only 12 rods. This is awful. I think, unfortunately, I think I took down all the spawners. I don't know of one in here. So let's do... This was kind of fun. Kind of dangerous. 48. Let's go to the one where I think I'm pretty sure we still have spawners instead. And we'll kick off the next episode there. See, I think a lot of the confusion when we were getting this set up was that yeah, you can have one shot. I was looking for the Bastion remnants, and I forgot that down below that fortress was where we made the quarry to get all the nether brick that we used on the drowned farm. So that had been the confusion. But we well know that there's another fortress out this way on the way out to our 18 chunks. It's not even as far as the ice biome, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna get there and get hopefully camped out up at a blaze spawner. I think there's still one there. So I think I'd kind of already set the one that we were just at up for the wither skellies. And then knowing that, I came up and checked this one for loot, but left blaze spawners in place for farming them. Don't you guys have any blaze rods, huh? Oh, you got your magma cream. All right. Is it over on the other end? I forget which way I'm going. Maybe it's down that side. Oh, did I knock you off the wall? I'm sorry. Little lava slimes. Alright, let's see if I can remember. Here. Here. Back to dark, invisible again. Is this right? Do we have a better way? What's that? Stop. Don't have time for your not damagey, burny stuff. Here, maybe? Maybe they got these things called torches, Hambbage. Maybe you put a couple of those up to show yourself where your staircase is. Just crazy idea. Maybe put a couple at the corners. Alright, now. Now we add little snow effects, ash effects to the deal. I remembered kind of how to get to the stairs. I have no idea once we're here where we might find what was that? Oh, had I started eating before and then not ever finished? My bad. Oh, this looks broken. Come on. Oh, I remember all this. Remember we accidentally hit the pigmen and had to go back around that way, and they had to go all the way down. We were picking them off. No idea when these episodes were, guys. But you can go back and check for them in the playlist. This was kind of on our way to... Oh, now I don't have the right bow. Or the right sword, I mean. Drop a blaze rod. Ha! It's all coming back to me. None of it was good. Oh, stop it! Oh, man. I don't like the fire. Fire's bad. Alright, now they all went away. I gotta keep reminding myself I'm fighting, or looking for blazes, not wither skellies, too. And that was what happened last time. The zombie pigmen just have to get in the way. Alright, here you come. One more? Come on, dude. No, not you. Got a couple behind us. This was all gap, but I was like, I don't want to spend the whole time making this into the exact same kind of setup as the other fortress. Oh, where? There you are. This is perfect for wither skeletons. Awful for blazes. They all go distant and... Stop. Look at all these pigmen. All these guys. Ah, there's one. Was that from him? Where are you? This is like the harder hardcore, when you can't see your enemies. They will take your world and fight you at hardest difficulty, but all you can see are the innocent neutrals that you don't... Oh, okay. Now this scares me a bit. Yeah, I get it. You're all over there. I want to go fight you. Oh, man. Oh. Why can't you, any of you, just let me fight the blazes I want to fight? What's going on? This is a conspiracy. Okay, you're taken care of. None of you are out where I can actually get your blaze rods. So that ended up awful. Now I'm over in the air. Oh, you see that expert sword switch? Sword hand switch? You're again not where I can get your stupid blaze rod. Stop sitting over the void. You just cooked yourself. So far from ideal. Stop hitting me in the face, please. No! The worst part is, I really don't know if I can dodge through these areas or not. Ah! There's that, but I never filled in the gaps. I can't just jump it. Stop it! Oh, how can I... We're probably done, right? I have not gotten one more blaze rod the whole time I've been here. Stop. Oh, don't you be mad at me. Is he mad at me? Oh, he is. Oh, man. Well, he's not, though. Maybe he wasn't. Look at all these guys. Oh. What? Who? What? Where'd you come from, dude? Oh. Don't ever do this, guys. Such a bad idea. Oh, there's a wither skelly there. 2 of them, maybe. Oh, boy. And I still have like a dozen blazes back behind me. Huh? What? Oh, those are gassed. Oh, boy. We need more. Don't go stand in the fire to eat your apple, dummy. What are you doing? Oh. I still can't see. But at least I can see better against a background. How did that go from... I can't find enough mobs to I'm about to die so quickly? Oh, stop it. There's a couple more blaze rods. Wow, that was just crazy. More blaze rods. See? Nice and calm. Totally under control, guys. Let's go back up to this. Oh, he's got an enchanted bow. That could actually... Could have been a threat if he stuck around long enough. Whew! That was was something. I'm not sure what, but it was something. It is 59:59. So let's get out of here. Well, as usual, it'll be a little bit over, but we survived. Okay, so again, do not at late morning hours try to record in the middle of winter with sun facing south windows, even if you got big blinds up, because all the glare comes right around. You can't see anything there. That no good. But we did get 16 blaze rods, so 32 powders. We have half of what we need just to make enough eyes to go along with the tiers, much less stack up some extra blaze powder for potions and all that kind of stuff. So more of that to come. Although I don't think, unless I was in like a dark room and prepared. Now that I remember, I should do that. Um, I don't think I'd do that over the holiday. I don't want to get into that situation where like, oh, we're down below half hearts unexpectedly, and I can't see what's going on. Even then, it's kind of exciting and all that, but for the holidays, I just want to be chill and having fun. So next couple days, maybe we'll do a little bit more of this. I will try to pick a time when it's not blazing sun to get that part done. And like I said, as we started off, have a wonderful holiday. Take some time. Slow it down a little bit. It's not all about the gifts. It's about the people. And remember, life is never the only constant of life is that it's always moving forward and always changing. And the people that you treasure being around, but kind of take for granted when you're young, they're going to be ahead of you on that race, and at some point won't be there. You'll get the joy of seeing Christmas again through children's eyes, but the ones that were there and making it special for you may not be around. So savor those moments when you can, and try to reflect all the joy that they gave to you when you have the opportunity to create Christmas memories for young people around you. So take care of one another. Stay awesome. Get up, move around. Remember, bright and sunny here. I hope it's nice where you are, but get up or get out if you can and enjoy a little bit of nature until that next one. Take care. We'll see you next time. Thanks, as always, for all the likes and comments. And remember, subscribe. Holiday season, there's going to be a variety of stuff going on. I don't want you to miss any of it, so hit that subscription button so that it will show up in your tabs, or watch for me on Twitter. Take care. Stay awesome. We'll see you next time. Bye now.